Ooh, we're starting. Hope my mic is working well. Okay, well, let's go live. It's me. It's me. All right, I'm gonna sketch a bear that's eating bread, or it's like baking and entering. That's the whole concept. I think it'd be really cute. My sister actually came up with the idea of baking and entering. I thought it was pretty cool. It's pretty great. So this is the final sketch, or this is the finished product, and this was my concept sketch. But I'm gonna develop this bear character a little bit more. I'll show you what it looks like. So these are some sketches I came up with recently, and I didn't know how to make her. Her name is Amber Beery, and I didn't know how to make her mouth look appealing. I don't know if that makes sense, because she's gonna have her mouth like wide open. She gonna look a little crazy. And this is POV, your bread. That's that cornbread. If you haven't watched Sinners yet, it's so good. But I think I will start with some more concept sketches, just so I warm myself up. This is my sketchbook that I'll be working with. Okay, so we'll start off with some circles, and then we'll start with her regular face, or maybe she'll be facing down or looking down. Took me a while to get this iteration of Amber Beery, to get one that I was happy with. And just a little backstory in Amber Beery, she's my sister's teddy bear that she grew up with. She's this white teddy bear, and she was actually shipped in when we were living with our grandparents. So it was just my sister and I right after we immigrated from the Philippines, and our other siblings were still in the Philippines, and our dad was he's living in, I guess, like in LA at the time, and our dad's cousin, I think, was like in cahoots with my dad and helped him ship this bear to my sister while we were living with our grandparents. Okay, this is Amber Beery. So cute. She's a little furry. She kind of has this like baker's outfit on, like this. Okay, here she is, sitting cute. Nothing much, right? And this is the sticker version of her as a matcha girl. Sitting cute. Okay, let's do one of her in motion. So let's get her ripping open some bread, or tearing apart some bread. And let's have her look down. She's looking down. So her mouth will be down here. Nose will be down here. Ears will be down lower. Ribbon. She has this ribbon right here. I don't know. I feel so nervous every time I'm doing like a live video of me drawing, because it feels like performance anxiety. Okay, this is her tearing open a piece of bread. Okay, cool. All right, let's draw one of her standing up. So she'll have her body like this. Maybe she's reaching up like this, their hand down, and she's on tippy toes, perhaps. And she's looking up. And her mouth is still closed. Or doesn't really, I don't really show her mouth whenever she's just normal. When her mouth is wide open, I don't leave her, or I leave her eyes out. And I kind of wanted to play with like the whole lore of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, but instead it's Amber Beery being a naughty bear, breaking into someone else's house this time. Let's give her some puffy sleeves. Maybe she's a puffy sleeves kind of girl. She's giving Snow White. Okay, here's her dress. She's on her tippy toes. But she's a bear. She's kind of round. She's rotund. Okay, so hey, there's a piece of bread right here. This is a table. She's too short for the table. She's just like me. Okay, this is a piece of bread. And maybe there's another one here. A bowl. And then maybe just like a regular loaf. Okay, we like this. We like this. Alright, next scene. Let's take her position sideways. Ears are a little too pointy, but her ribbon's right here. She's facing that way. What could she be doing? Let's say she's pushing a chair so she could. And the chair's probably heavy, so she's kind of like in this bent position, and the other leg's like this, pushing a chair to prop it up towards a table that she's stealing bread from. How's the sound? Blah blah blah. Okay, sound is good. Okay, pushing the table. We will add some. What other outfit will she have? I want her to look a little whimsical. Let's make her look whimsical. What will she be wearing? Let's give her her overalls again. And dish. No! I'm not liking how this is turning out. It's okay, that's why we're concept sketching. So I can give myself an excuse that this is not a finished sketch. 'Cause it's not. I'm trying not to pressure myself into being too perfectionist with people watching. Okay, this is her pushing. Okay, cute. Let's drop some bread on the side. I want to practice some loaves. So I kind of like, so what I'm doing right now again is I'm concept sketching this bear stealing bread from a place she broke into, and her name is Amber Beery. Okay, that's a cute loaf. That's cute. Okay, how about like this? A boule. You know what these boule, I think that's how you pronounce it. It kind of reminds me of Spirited Away or Studio Ghibli films. The bread looks so good in those movies. Like they just look so plump on screen. Just scrumptiddlyumptious. Give it a little more depth. Okay. Alright, and then another piece of bread. I think we'll do like a fat piece of toast. Ooh. Yes. Okay, I'm liking this piece of toast. We like it. We like it. Okay. Yay. Let's go for faces now. So I'm gonna put her on the side right here, just so we can have a full layout. Oh, that's the Berry Bread Factory. Okay. And this one, let's go for her eating faces now. So this is, let's do when she's, again, this is when she sees something and she's like, yo, that looks good. That looks real good. It looks almost menacing. So her eyes are still there. They're about to disappear, but her face is turned up. Kind of like POV, you are bread. You are the food she's about to eat. And she's like, She's like, that looks good. And she's got a bit of drool coming down. Like, And she's kind of overcome by her feral nature. Me as F, when I see bread, freshly baked bread, she's like, my God, what is that? That looks good. Maybe we'll give her some some plotting hands. Oh my gosh, this looks so funny. She looks so funny. Oh, she's just a chonky girl. She's just hungry. Okay, there you go. She's like, that looks good. And maybe she's got some, maybe she's sneaking. Maybe she's like slightly crouched down. Does that look weird? That looks a little odd. No, she's not. No, this looks great. Okay. She's like, that looks good. And then, next frame, she sees, what is this? A basket. See a basket full of bread. There's like a baguette sticking out of it. There's a bowl. You know me, I like my bowl. And maybe there's another sort of loaf. And maybe another round loaf right here. So there's this bowl here. I don't know if you guys have baked sourdough bread before, but I'm telling you, if you have neighbors and you're trying to kiss up to your neighbors for whatever reason, I'm not going to question you. You know, maybe you were supposed to grill when you weren't supposed to, or maybe you were grilling when you weren't supposed to be grilling. And maybe you made a little too much noise when you had some people over. If you can get people fresh baked bread, if you can make it, or if you can just get it from someone who makes fresh baked bread, I don't know why. It just really gets to people. It's like a universal bargaining chip of like, hey, we're cool, right? Here's bread. Here's a loaf of bread. Okay, so there's this pile of bread in this basket. In this basket, it's a woven basket. Again, we're going for whimsical. I feel like woven baskets are very whimsical. We're gonna go for, okay, Let's make it woven. And I'm trying to give it texture without overly drawing, if that makes sense. So I'm going to make these backwards threes going diagonally because it's giving woven. And then light lines in the opposite direction. I think that's good. Okay, next panel. Let's give her insane feral face once she sees that basket full of goodies. So ears are still there. Maybe they're a little fuzzier, right? Just a little fuzzier. And she's her hair looks a little crazier because she's just overcome. Nose is still there, but nose is way high up right here. But her mouth is wide open. It's a black hole. Anything in orbit, any bread in orbit. And we'll give her tongue's right here. And she has some teeth. So this is the current iteration I have. I quite like it. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. More fur right here on the sides. And she's like, ah! Tearing some bread apart. It's like violently getting torn apart. The bread, that is. Some pieces, some crumbs are floating away. So I think I like this style where she just gets a little like hairier, almost like she gets this electrocuted look about her when she's ravenously tearing apart bread. And maybe this is the boule she's tearing apart. Perhaps it is. She is so me. She is so me. Oh. Well. Maybe some holes in the center where there are, you know. Okay. I like. So that's the bread. She's tearing apart the bread. And let's see. Let's do one of her, like, being tired. Like, lying down. She's like, I'm pooped. I am done. Just lying down sideways. Maybe hands right on her belly, because she's wiped, energy gone. And then legs just splayed out like this. It's always so hard for me to draw side profiles, especially because it's a bear. She doesn't have human proportions. Ah, dang it. Her eyes are a little... I should have closed her eyes. It's okay. It's fine. No erasing. This is meant to be loose. Concept sketching. Okay, so I guess she's just staring out into oblivion. She's really contemplating everything she's done. Eyes wide open, which is crazy. Not even eyes closed. Just lying down like this. Maybe she's on a sack of flour. Kind of like that idea. Or no, she's on the bread. Or what if she's on a big loaf of bread? What if the house is just made out of bread? Ah! Wait a minute. I kind of like this concept. It's kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, but it's Amber Beery and the three humans? I don't know. Three bakers, and she's just a tiny bear. She's just a teddy bear who breaks in. I think that'd be cute. Okay, so amberberry. Let me write this down before I forget. Amberberry and the three, instead of bakers, bears. Or instead of bears, bakers. And the three, damn, I was gonna spell bears again. And the three bakers. And she's just a small teddy bear who looks ferocious when she comes across a pile of baked goods. Okay, I like it. Okay, she's done. She's done for. She's lying down. She's like, oh god, I ate too much. I should not have done that. Me after eating ice cream last night. But the ice cream was so good. Okay, she's lying down. She's like, damn. I got that dog in me. I got that bear in me. I ate all that. So she's tired. She ate a whole basket. Now she's lying down on this giant loaf. But also, how come the bread that she ate, it's human sized, or it's her size? Maybe I should make it bigger. Maybe I should make it like this, where it's actually human size and she's just a smaller bear. Right? Okay. So, I think the loaf of bread absolutely needs to be bigger in comparison to her. Hmm. Okay, this changes things. So, let's draw Amberberry reaching for a loaf of bread. And she's on her tippy toes. Okay? Tippy toes, Amberberry. Legs are a little too long, little uncanny valley, kind of creepy. Needs to be shorter. Okay, she's on her tippy toes. And this is the table. But then the table's too short. It's okay. Oh no, she's on a chair. She's on a chair, that's right. Okay, so she's in a chair per the previous sketches. Okay, she's on a chair. See, I kind of like the concept of her being not actual bear sized. She's still teddy bear sized. So she's smaller than humans, but she likes taking on the world no matter what her size is. I think that'll be such a good message for the kids. Like, no matter how small people think you are, keep reaching for whatever bread you want, because no one else is stopping you but you. Well, maybe these human bakers would stop her. Okay, so she's reaching for bread, and the bread is like this big. Had to cut into that other loaf above. Yeah, it's like this bread. Oh man. When I was little, I loved drawing loaves of bread like this. I don't know where I first saw this style of drawing for bread, but I ate it up, literally and figuratively. Okay, I like this. Okay, give it some spots here and there to give it some volume. Some hash lines right here, hashes here, hashes there. Okay, and she's reaching up for it. And I feel like her paws need to look heavy on the table because she's really clinging on. And I kind of want to give her a pretty round belly. Does she have a dress on? I think so. I think she still has a dress on. Yeah. Okay. Let's color this in. What if she's wearing plaid? Maybe she's wearing plaid. Maybe she is. How do you draw plaid? Okay. Ears probably like this, and then bow like that. She's looking up. That. Okay. A little furry, the back of her head. Here. Then make her a little furry in the legs. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. New panel. New panel. Let's make one of her. What if she gets stuck? Oh my gosh. What if she like falls into Let's do one of her finding a vat of butter. Okay. So let's make a big stack of butter. Again, she broke in to some baker's home. She should not be here. And yet, here she is. Okay, perspective might be a little off, but that's okay. We're just concept sketching. A stack of 3 butters. Blocks of butter. And do like grade AA. And we'll do measurements of the butter right there on the side. Make sure that the lines are still even. Do AA. They're all... I don't know what grade AA means in butter. No idea. I just see it all the time. And here we'll write butter. But only the ending. Okay. Let's shade this in. And a slight more. Give it a little bit more darkness here. Okay. There should be a bowl. Big bowl right here. And it's like a mixing bowl. Let me write this down here. This is called baking and entering. Baking and entering. I feel like she'd be reaching in. She'd be like this, dipping her paws, dipping her dirty paws in this butter. Maybe she'll be like, kind of like sideways. Oh, you know what? The other paw will be eating butter. So she's just dipping her hand in there. Oh my gosh. I am her. Okay, so it's just a big vat of butter. In this mixing bowl. It should have legs. Or legs, not legs. the bottom part of that mixing bowl. Like that. Okay. She'll have her mouth. Will she have her mouth open? I think so. Lost in the sauce. That's what's happening to her. Truly lost in the sauce. Yup. She's eating that melted butter. You know what this reminds me of? I was babysitting one of my client friend's dogs. Her name is Jackie. And this dog, I made pretzel bites at home. It was my first time making pretzel bites. I was so excited. Oh my gosh, she should be standing on butter. And Jackie, so we leave home, right? My husband and I go and get dinner with a couple friends just down the street. And I thought it was wise to just leave the pretzel bites out, but it was well out of reach from Jackie, this dog. Well out of reach. It was on top of the stove, and I had pushed it like far away from her view. But this dog is so smart. She like I think she really pretends to play dumb, but she really is not. And she thinks we can't read. We can't see through her. But when we came home, this entire platter, it's a whole baking sheet. It's huge. Half of it is gone. So we get home, it's gone. She was so guilty. Like when I saw her, I was like, who did this? Who did this? And she started doing like the squinty eye thing that dogs start doing. You know, when they start like pinning their ears back. It was so cute though. It was so cute. I was like, no. I was like, Jackie, I'm not gonna fall for it. You're being naughty. I know what you did. She started like bowing on the ground. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Are you actually like begging for mercy? Are you groveling? It worked. Not gonna lie, it worked. I was like, you know what, Jackie? It's a shame that you're cute. But she ate half of the entire baking sheet of those pretzels. I was so upset. I was like, no. At least we got to have some. At least she gave us a chance before we even left. Okay, I'm just giving this this stand mixer pot thing some texture, so it gives it some direction of where it is. But I think it's cute that it looks like Amber Berry is standing right on top of a block of butter, because she totally would. I would too. I would too. Baking and entering. Maybe there's one of her rolling. Okay, let's do one of her like biting into a piece of bread. That'll be kind of tough. I've never biting into a piece of bread. So what if the bread's already here by her mouth? Maybe it's like this. Oh, what if there are fangs? What if there are fangs? What if I put fangs in the bread? Is that gonna work? Do I give her eyes? Do I give her eyes? I think that'd be cute. Yes, that'll work. Like this. She kind of looks like Jackie here, not gonna lie. This is definitely Jackie's energy. And then let's put claws into the bread. She's sinking the claws into her bread. Again, it's the bull. She's obsessed. Oh yeah, she's like, again, she's in that feral mode. So she has to look a little furrier than normal. Hmm. What if? What if it wasn't as um what do you call that? Jagged, the mouth. I think this is my last sheet of paper before I finish up this live. What if I Yep. So nose here, and then it's just fangs in the bread. And that's it. It's like that. That's so cute. Ah, this is so cute. Wait, I kind of love this. I think this is a great iteration of her. I think it's almost like I'm combining cat-like features with the bear. What if this is just her splooting out? Like this. This is her tail. Maybe her tail's right here. Her other leg's right here. She just splooted. Cute! And then hands out like this. Done. Cute. Another one. This one. This is probably like one of my favorite poses. Is when she's looking straight down. Menacing. Like this. Like you could barely see the eyes. The eyes are just looking down. Just overcome with the feral hunger for bread. And she's like, that looks good. It's kind of like when Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob gets all furry and huge when she's on her time of the month. POV, your bread. Yep, another giant loaf. it's even funnier when she has a cute outfit. Like a girly outfit. Let's give her puffy sleeves. I kind of like her puffy sleeve look. It's giving Snow White. Yes. Wait, kind of like the Snow White sleeves. POV. Your bread. Wait, this sticker would be kind of cute, actually. Okay, and then the next one. The next one. What if it's just her face? And there's... I'm sorry, guys. I can't stop drawing bulls. Bull. Again, I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, here's a bull. Shade this in or give it value. Lighter shade on top. And mouth wide open. Ah. They're super furry. Bow. Bow still intact. Fangs. Rah. And it just says carbivore. Then maybe a little bread insignia on the end. I mean, how cute! How cute would this be? Well, this is... Yeah, these are the concept sketches. I think I've developed it definitely a little bit more from the initial concept sketches I made of Amber Beery. Like this little panel right here. We're starting to create a story. And there's one right here that I did of her tongue sticking out while she's drooling. I think it'd be really funny to include. But that is it for now. I think next time I'll do maybe a color sequence. But we'll see. But thanks for coming. One of my very first live sketching videos. And I'm learning a lot. So, yeah. Bye. See you next time.